starting off today, we have an exciting task. I am going to my agency because we are going to be making an audition video for a brand. It's a bridal brand, and my agents are having me make a video on the runway of me walking in a big dress so we can submit it for casting. So I'm just getting ready to do that right now. I want to kind of play into the branding a little bit, so I'm gonna try and put some nice loose waves in my hair and do just like a really natural makeup look, and then hopefully we can like secure this opportunity, which is so cool. Anyway, so I'm just gonna turn on some music, start getting ready. I'm starting with my hair first, just brushing it out because I'm going to try out Velcro rollers for the first time. Velcro rollers are supposedly going to give me some nice volume and big waves, which is exactly what I want for this audition, and also I'm hoping I'll be able to utilize the styling tool in the future for photo shoots, but I have not had good luck in the past with styling tools, so hopefully this one goes a bit better. These rollers are supposed to be self-adhesive, hence the Velcro aspect, meaning they stick in your hair without clips to hold them, but I found out that's not true, at least with my hair, so I had to go in and put bobby pins on each one. Also, I didn't have enough rollers to do small sections of my hair. I might need to buy another pack of these. It didn't really work with my hair because my hair is pretty thick and dense, and I ran out of rollers pretty quickly. Okay, so I don't see this working out the way I thought it would. I might have to just try it out on wet hair next time. It says that these work for wet or dry hair, so see what happens. Just gonna spray it with hairspray and then move on to makeup. I want to show you exactly my no makeup makeup. The kind of makeup that really just enhances how you look instead of trying to change how you look so that you can be more eye-catching to the client. Starting out with a tinted moisturizer just to give a little bit of coverage. So one of the ways to get it to look the most natural is to make sure you have your exact skin shade for your foundation. If a different season and maybe you have a different shade in summer or winter, you can get away with using your winter shade for summer if you do a little extra this or that, vice versa. But my advice is to just get your exact skin shade so you don't have to add other product on top of it to make it match so that you really are wearing the least amount of makeup possible. That's the goal with this kind of makeup. Put on the least amount, but the most effective. Smidge of concealer under my eyes. I'm gonna let that sit for a minute. While I wait for the concealer, I'm gonna do a little bit of bronzer. And then do blush next. Now, for the blush, you kind of want to stay away from the current blush trend, which is a very bright, pigmented blushy blush. I use the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Blush, and this is like ultra sheer, not very pigmented. For me, it's perfect to put on and have a natural look. I'm very lightly blushed, now I'm going to blend out the concealer. I'm just applying some highlighter onto a sponge, spreading it out so it's not as intense, and then dabbing that onto my cheekbones. And then just a little bit on my nose. With a little fluffy brush, I'm gonna go put bronzer in my crease. Just kind of on this outer area, give a little bit more dimension. I'm gonna do the same with the blush. Do this more on the lid. Okay, eyebrows are next. I'm only gonna fill in tiny hairs at the end. I don't need to add anything else to the front. If you already have really nice eyebrows, definitely just put gel in them to make them look really soft and natural still. When you're doing your mascara, I recommend just doing one light coat of mascara to achieve a natural look, and I like to use brown mascara because I have more fair features. As for lips, I like to leave them looking hydrated and give them a slight tint by putting on a little bit of a tinted lip balm. And then I took out the curlers, and I didn't show that because I really had to leave at this point. I just made it to my agency. There it is, just a cute little building. The hair's actually looking like pretty good, like just blown out natural babe kind of vibe, so yay. Once I got there, I went to the changing room and they had me change into the biggest dress that I had brought, because if I were to work for this brand, I would be wearing a wedding dress, so I needed to wear the biggest dress possible. After that, I went to the runway and did a few passes to rehearse, and I didn't really know what to practice at this point, so I was just having a good time doing whatever I wanted. I am all done. I have a lot of emotions right now, so let's talk about them. So for one, let me just tell you what happened. So I got there, I changed into one of the dresses that I brought. They wanted the most flowy, so I wore the green dress that I've worn for a few photo shoots. I got changed, started practicing. I had about 15 minutes to practice, just walking around while we were waiting for one other person to get there. And then they also needed to use the runway for something else for another 10 minutes or so. So once the other person got there, we were both changing our dresses. We had to wait a little bit longer, and then we did another few minutes of practice, and then they took a video of us. The runway walk in the dress was very different than the second runway walk we did. It was very plain, just to show that you can walk in a dress, you're not going to trip over the skirt, and also that you know how to maneuver the end of the runway in a big skirt. I practiced all this and I felt great, but then they push record and I get nervous. But I've walked runways before and I don't get nervous, but the video process does make me nervous. The casting process. Once I know I've already made it to that point, I'm not nervous because I feel validated. But waiting to find out if they approve of my walk or not, that's the scariest part. So then after we did the big dress walk, we changed into this look right here, this simple go-to model look. And we did a down and back twice walk where we showcased a couple different turns. They wanted us to come down, do a turn in the middle, go to the end of the runway, do a turn, turn around, go back, and then do it twice, showcasing different turns each time. And that one also went really well. I mean, I'm good at keeping a straight face. I know I'm messing up. Like, I know my toe direction is not great. I know my balance is a little off, especially with a combination of nerves, and also the shoes I was wearing didn't glide the best on the runway, but that's something that's bound to happen in the real world as well, that you just gotta make it look smooth even though it doesn't feel smooth. So afterwards, I was asking my agent, like, was that, I mean, I could feel that my toe direction was off. I knew there was points that she nitpicks on that I was like, it wasn't good enough. She was like, no, it was, because there were some moments where, sure, it wasn't perfect, but what's most important is right here stays together, and it did. So she was really happy with it, and she's like not the kind of person that just tells you something to make you feel good. She's serious. If you need to get better at something, she'll be like, no, it's not good enough. But she's like, your walks are so good, we need to get you booked with this client. Like, it has to happen because she likes my walk a lot, which feels really good, and I'm really grateful. All the practice I've been doing has been paying off, and I really hope that this opportunity pans out because that'd be really exciting. It's a pretty frequent opportunity, and also it can lead to bigger things like shows in Chicago and stuff like that. So there's lots to look forward to. It went as good as it could have, and now let's just hope for the best, but also just move on. That's all you can do in this industry. Hope for the best and just move on. So that was all for today. Let's go to the next day. The other exciting thing that I did this week was a runway practice for Walking for Gold,
And halfway through this practice, I actually remembered that I wanted to film it. And unfortunately, I didn't get many clips to share in this video because I completely spaced filming this practice. But I am the runway coach for Walking for Gold, which is a charity runway show. And this practice was a runway 101 for all of our models for this year's show. So I had a lot of fun getting to know everyone and teaching them some tips and techniques for the runway. And I'm really looking forward to the show this year. Make sure you're following Walking for Gold on Instagram so you don't miss out on the show and details of how to support.
And that's the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching a week in my life as a model. Now, obviously, that's not everything I did this week, but that's everything I did this week related to modeling. Let me know if you're interested in seeing more of what my day-to-day life is like and the things I do outside of modeling, because I don't know if that's something you would be interested in seeing. It's definitely a part of my life that I don't think is particularly interesting, so I haven't shown it at all, but let me know what you want to see, because you're kind of in charge here a little bit. You can tell me what you like and what you don't like in my videos, and I'm happy to make adjustments accordingly. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and TikTok. Don't forget to like this video, and please leave a comment down below. Just let me know anything that's on your mind right now after watching my video. If you have any ideas that you want to see from me or any suggestions of any kind. My channel is still very new and I'm still pretty new to YouTube and video and editing, so any constructive criticism is always welcome. I'm always looking for areas that I can improve with my videos and my channel because I'm hoping to grow it. I have a lot of big plans for this channel, and those are things I'm not going to be able to do unless I am able to really grow an audience. So help me out any way that you can. I'd really appreciate it. So once again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!